Okay, so let's test the mod the way it is so far. Let me start it here. Okay. Check the enabled mods. Okay, everything in order. Play. It is loading. Okay. Let me see here. Audio options. Okay, everything moved. Wonderful. Um, character pool. Oh, okay. Okay, uniforms. I made some uniforms here for my soldiers, but just after they are promoted, you know. Okay, this one here is the last one I was testing. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. The difficulty here, what it changes. It doesn't change the enemies. No, it just change the potential initial um, HP, hit points from your soldiers, you know. So here on Legend, you will start with the intended potential. So Legend is the intended experience, you know. So the traits of your soldiers are now randomized, you know. Also the enemies, organic enemies, because robotic and mechanic enemies are framed, because after all they are machines and so they are fabricated and so on. Okay, so our organic units have randomized stats, you know. Of course, there are a bottom, you know, like showing the minimum effort they put in order to become competent, and it has a randomized addition for this starting potential, you know. So um, our soldiers on Legend have 3 as bottom in hit points and more 3 in randomized. So it means they can have 3 up to 6 hit points. The rest of the traits like aim, willpower, hacking, etc. is the same for all other difficulties. Here it goes, uh, it starts in 4 and have more 3 as randomized. So 4 to 7. Here same logic. It 5 and more 3. So 5 to 8. And here 6 more 3. 6 to 9. You know, we will start on rookie to show how it is. Okay, um, let's start. I will put Iron Man because it will make it easy to delete the file after shit hits the fan. But let's see how long it will last. Okay, that's the cinematic we already know, you know. Since I am using this video to explain, to show how the mod is going on so far, it is all mute because that way it makes easier for me, for everyone to understand what is being said. Okay. Um, the amount of distance your soldier can walk now is also randomized. The detection radius is also randomized, and hostile civilians also have randomized um, detection radius. So here I I was really lucky because as you can see there are three civilians here, which could easily see my people and denounce their position, you know, to the enemy. After all, XCOM, our organization, is seen as some sort of terrorist organization, you know. The aim, as you can see, is randomized. So this one have 45 that are hate advantage. So and this hate also gives advantage on defense. So if I am in a higher place, um, I will have better odds to hitting the target, and also I will be harder to hit, So a higher position is really interesting, but in a more fair way because before it was like a 20% more. Now it is 5% for each tile, So it means if you are one tile above, it will give you 5 points more, and up to three. Also, I gave an 11% flanking target bonus. So when you flank your target, you get 11% more odds chances to hit him, And it go both sides. So also the enemy gets the same bonus. So it is fair for everyone, I cut off all aim assist, so the percent you see there is the real percent, nothing more. And everything applies to everyone. So there is no room for, um, uh, it is easier for us now. No, 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 no. Okay. As you, opa, here, okay, here. Let's walk a bit more. Let's try to set up a good ambush here. Mm-hmm. Cover is I reworked it a bit. No, before it was 20 to. Well, let's see here if something changes. Spot enemy. Oh God. Okay, we lost the ambush. Wonderful. So half cover now gives 25% defense, and full cover now gives 15%, you know. So, um, okay, also the Overwatch bonus changed too. Let me break down all the changes now. Half cover is that one here, the little one. It gives us 25%. In vanilla, it used to be 20%. Full cover in vanilla was 40%, now it is 50%. Way more, um, way more heavy, Uh, the Overwatch penalty when you just walk here was reduced from 30 to just 20%. But the penalty when you are dashing was increased from 40 to 60, you know. So now, if you just walk, you know, you will be much more likely to get hit than before. But if you dash, you will be much more likely to be safe, you know. Here, okay, let's shoot. Okay, good. I am using a mod which gives a side a side arm to my soldiers. No, okay, good. You are useless, for God's sake. This 61. It is all randomized now, you know. So aim, defense. No, defense. There is no soldier with innate defense like in the past. They can have dodge, but not the defense trait anymore. The defense stats anymore. Okay, so I saw there are one with Overwatch, so I will dash here to take off that Overwatch. Good. We break his Overwatch. And okay, let me see here. Good. Let me see if we can. Okay, we can reach him. It is important. It is important to use grenades because it shreds armor, and also there is another thing to ponder, which is um, the fact that armor is now much more important than before, you know, because I am using a mod that changes how the damage is calculated. So if you have a really small damage, you know, the armor can basically absorb everything. For example, let's say he has 2 points, 3 points of armor, and I give the same amount of damage. So the armor will just, you know, absorb that and nothing will happen. So armor is really powerful now, much more than before, because the way the damage was used to be calculated was, you know, um, different, you know. Um, okay, so the captain here, he has an unique ability named marked. So he can mark um, enemy unity to become more persecuted by the other by the other soldiers, you know. Okay, okay, here. This one is good. Hate advantages, see? And before, this ability used to give like just you know 5% more, you know, like a really timid amount, and now it is like 33% more, you know, so it is much more heavy, you know. Overwatch and the pistol 80%. Okay, let's see. Let's go. So it means when the captain marks someone to get shot, that person receives 33% more chance to be shot, you know, 33% more damage and also 33% more crit chance, you know. So depending on the soldier who who shoots, it will be basically, death, a death sentence, you know. Okay, let's take it here. I I saw um, m moments where my soldiers were marked and died from like a shoot which gave 28 damage points, because all those bonus stacks 68, 65, 68. Let's go. Okay, okay. So this mission is was really uh, calm, okay, because we probably got some good soldiers here, like the randomic factor and so on. Even though we lost the ambush moment, we managed to overcome the problem. Well, as you can see, the modifications I made don't goes always on our side, you know. Here, the stats of our people: 45 aim, 40 aim, 54, 49. All of that are mediocre stats, really, really weak. Like 64 is almost the maximum because it is the top, the bottom of 33, and the more 33 randomic, So when you get someone with a 65, 63, be sure you are getting the good people out there, Anyway, so also the promotion. The promotion now is basically all for direct deaths because there are a system of indirect deaths. What is an indirect death? It is when your soldier see enemies dying, on his line of sight, and it goes accumulating as some sort of battle experience, and so that way he becomes somehow used to the battle and so on, even though he didn't kill anyone. But I really don't see much sense on that in the short term, you know. So in vanilla indirect death, it was like a three indirect death counted as one direct death. So I changed that for 10. So when you get 10 indirect deaths, you get one direct death. So to become a rookie to squaddy, you have to have one direct death. So you will have to get better people with better initial stats on average in order to create a crew which is really competent. Because when you promote someone, it doesn't necessarily means that person will for sure improve well, because it is also randomized. And so the randomization doesn't make much room to really dramatic improvements like in vanilla, because now um, the classes have the same the same frame for improvement. So that means if I want a specialist, which is a hacker, I have to get someone which already have a good amount in hacking, you know. If I want a good sharpshooter, I have to take someone who already have good uh, aiming offense, you know, and that way so on. A good ranger, a good amount in running, walking, and also dodge, and that way we go. Here, willpower is really important, you know, because it can prevent you from being mind controlled and so on, and preventing you to screwing out the mission because of that, you know. So here, for example, some examples. These two, low aim and a good amount of running. They can be rangers using shotguns, you know. Here, ranger. It's not the best, but that's what we have at the hand right now, ranger. Oh, by the way, the rookies now can use shotguns too, you know, and the sharpshooter can use the assault rif- rifle too, you know. Okay, so 49. Basically, all that people will become rangers. Simple as that, because no one has have a really good stats, you know. Okay, let's see how they improved. 47 of mind power, 54, 58, 50, 8 HP, 8 HP, 8, 8, 7, okay. Um, 11, 11 running, 10, 10, 11. 3 dodge, 2, 3, okay. Okay, so they can get some points in defense, like up to 2 points, so 0, 1, or 2, okay. 1 point, good. 51 aim, 46, 57, 54. Okay, so they improved, but in a fair way, because uh, you can't expect, because of one promotion the soldier goes from 51 to 61, like 10 points, you know. So I made that way where the progression is more stable, no matter the class, no matter nothing. So you have as a commander to select well your people before creating your team. For example, here, this one, 33 willpower, 41 aim, 9 running. He's really bad. You know, okay, he has 8 of dodge, 25 of hacking, but it just doesn't justify, you know. So it is better to dismiss that person and recruit a lot of people in order to make a good selection. This one here, the willpower is bad, like 34, but he has a high amount of aim and also a good hacking, so it can be easily a specialist. You see, this one here has a high willpower, low aim, and good amount in running, so it can be easily a ranger, you know. This one here is like on the limit, you know, can be and sometimes could be just dismissed. This one here also can be sharpshooter or also a specialist too, you know. So that way we'll go creating our team, you know. And okay, so let's make the changes here. Okay, alien biotech, hybrid materials, alien biotech. Okay, to progress the story. Engineering, she's creating stuff and so on. Open here, build it items. I will create two medkits and two flashbangs. I really like that. I will recruit a person here, someone here. Okay, Canadian person. Let's see what we got. Okay. Looks like also a shit rookie too as well. Where is that one? This one here. Can we dismiss? Not yet. Shit. Okay. Let's cinematic. We already know. Now he is saying, "Oh, Commander, we have to scan." Ah, okay. Oh, so here the economic side I didn't change with the change of the difficulty. So I will take note here and make it the same for all difficulties, you know. Okay, supplies. It will take 5 days here. It is going on. Okay. Okay, he made the advance in research. Improve the shotguns. One more damage. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's continue our search. Okay, we got 64 supplies. Here we will find the rookies. Let's go. Rookies are, well, recruits. Now a new target. Let's go, let's confirm. 74 supplies. Okay, so now we have this thing here. Let's come back here and recruit more people. Okay, just two because of 1 point. Anyway, what do we have here? Nothing good. Nothing good. Ah, can't dismiss. Okay, let's see here. Pretty shit. Anyway, okay, let's go. Let's work with what we have at the hand. Okay. This one here, Lehana Moshodi, Paula Harris. Okay, this one here, let's take this 64, 60 something. Okay, 51. Okay. Let's change their appearance because I really don't like. Okay. I don't understand what's the point in going to battle smoking, but okay. Sometimes people think it is cool somehow. Okay, let's work with guns and powder while I am smoking a fucking cigar. But okay, no problem, no judgment. Life goes on. Okay. 11, 10, 10. Okay. This one here, med kit, 15, 46, 51, 46. Here, okay, good. Mm, wait, here. This here we can like support, you know. This one here we will have the flashbang. Okay. He is also bad, so let me give him the shotgun. Okay, let's do this mission in order to see if something improves. I think I have to do these initial missions before I can dismiss people because we have a good amount of bad soldiers there. It used to not be an issue before, you know, because all the soldiers were framed, like everyone had 65 aim, everyone had 12, 12 points for running and so on, like it was like they were uh, products in a, in a shelf, just a pick, pick whatever you please and life goes on. Which is not very feasible because, well, soldiers are different among them. Some have better aim, others run more, and so on. So that's the idea I tried to bring here with these modifications in game. Okay, what's that? Network shutdown. Good. Okay. Mhm. Okay, we have 6 turns. Let's see. Puta merda, velho. Tanta coisa pra acontecer, velho. Tanto lugar pra. Mas tá bom. Vai. Vamos lá. Tá aqui pra mais pra rasgar os ovos mesmo, né? Jesus Cristo, velho. Nem. Isso é pra arrancar pica-pau do oco, velho. Tá, vamos lá. Pega aqui, ó. Opa. Estourar esse negócio. Explodiu aqui. Tá flanqueado, beleza. He is now able to be flanked. Good for us, you know. Like, wait. Let me take in and shoot. Okay. Okay. So now humanoids have a chance to dodge. You know, it's not like a lot, but they get chance to dodge, um, to dodge attacks. Okay, good. Puta que pariu. Okay. The disorientation now is a bit more powerful than before, so using flashbangs becomes much more interesting. As you can see, he used the marked in order to compensate the the difference. Nothing good for us. Okay, okay. I am sorry for not using the audio, but it was needed in order to better present the work, you know. Okay, here. Let's I am just doing these movements here because we have a few turns, okay, before. Okay, 74. Let's go. The armor hold a good amount of damage. Overwatch. See, cover armor. So I am using another mod which makes the cover offer you a chance of giving you some protection, you know. So, okay, 77 patch. Okay, let's hack the workstation here and grant our mission. Okay, hack alloys and so on. Okay, good. And okay, 74, 70, yes, 74. Indeed. Mm-hmm. Overwatch. Okay, let's take off that. Wait, better. Let's disorient then, because since she's in like point blank. Okay. Um, the initial troops from Advent starts with a pretty low bottom in order to show the setback with the commander's rescue, because they were using the commander mind as a tool to offer Advent soldiers better trainment, better field trainment. So after we rescued commander, I wanted to show they had the setback, and so they couldn't rely on that thing anymore. As you can see, just one. So one kill, zero kills, you know. So before this kind of mission, like everyone would very likely become promoted. So now it is more difficult. So sometimes you have to choose more carefully who you put on mission, who you keep in your crew, and so on. You know. Oh, let's see how that soldier developed. Okay, let's see here. She's a corporal now. Here, corporal. 62, 61, 10, 2 dodge, 1. So she is developing pretty well, you know. So it's much more gradative than before, you know. Let's see this one here. Why can't we dismiss these people? I don't understand, but anyway. Now we have an engineer that puts him to excavate the area. Okay, okay. They will talk about the mission and so on. Let's take these rookies because we need much more soldiers to make a better selection, you know. Okay, this thing here gives to our shotguns one more point of damage, which is really good. Let me research the modular weapons. That way we can attach like scopes, stocks, and so on. Okay, alien debris. Okay, here. Let's recruit more people. One, two. Okay, good. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, kind of nothing. Oh, 65 of willpower. Pretty good. Okay. Okay, I think we hired a fair amount of people. Enough of this. More rookies. Okay, good. Here. Supplies. Not now. Let's take this engineer here. Okay, so now the mission with the zombies. I I reworked them, so the zombies now are much more aggressive, you know. Not maybe aggressive would not be the correct word, but let's say much more resilient, you know. So they don't die. They are, of course, you will find um bad bad zombies there, which are really lame, you know. But uh, you will also find what here 50, 50, 54 here 11. Let's take a rookie 6 3 65. Okay, okay, this one here customize manage. Okay, good. Customize. He has 65. Good enough for these. Okay. Okay, so the zombies before used to have something like 2, 3, 4 points of life, you know, hit points. And now I reworked them because I saw there are files which put them with up to 22 hit points. So I randomized all of them, you know, to have something between 1 to randomize it 21, so up to 2 to 22. So it made um, much more interesting to run these these zombies rather than try to overpower them, you know. So of course, at some points you have to fight them, but with this change, um, fighting them is not the first option anymore. Because before, like, oh, 2, 3 points, we can deal with that, you know. Now, no more. Okay, let's just move on. I reworked Elena Dragunova and Protomox because they are like special people, so I gave them better traits and so on. Also, the vector rifle, I gave the same damages, the same everything as the XCOM sniper rifle, you know, because if they are special, so they have to be special, you know. No point in like nerfing their weapons and stuff and so on, you know, because of a balance. So life has no balance, war have no balance. It is everything fucked up, you know. So they have, you know, better traits, better stuff, others lack resources and so on. So we have to deal with reality Simple as that, you know. Okay, let's see how it is going. Here come the lost. As you can see, this here got the high amount. Oh boy, I forgot to take off this armor point here. I will have to mark here. Okay, let's go. Here we surely needed to just outpace them, like run, flee, not try to combat them, but of course it will be really complicated, really difficult to not do that. You see? Okay, what can I say here? One, oh boy, four damage. Not good at all. This one, a weak one, finally. Okay, I guess I could, make the common lost less tough. They hardly will score a hit against us, but since they have great numbers, they will basically be able to try many hits, and so at some point they will end scoring a hit, because they have numbers. That's the very point here, you know. And also now we have much more reason to use fire against them because they are really weak against fire. So, uh, like using incendiary rounds, incendiary grenades, and so on is now much more important than before. You know, like before we use it too, of course, but we didn't see the urgency to use that. Now against the Lost, at least these zombies, see, now they started to outnumber us. Like if I wasn't, running, trying to really run, uh, we probably would be already dead, you know. So there is no point in trying to uh, try to overpower them, you know. I will try my sword attack because, well, I have to run and I had the attack anyway. See, the body armor hold the damage, good for us. Since they don't have some sort of okay. So when you score a death against these zombies, uh, you get another action, like a free action, 75. Okay. Mhm. Okay, good. Outrider. Good. Okay, so I have to correct what I said. It is 1 to 22 uh, hit points, you know. So it is not 2 to 21. It is 1 to 22. Just correcting what I said. Okay, good. Let's kill all I can. And all these kills count as, indirect kills. But for the lost, is just 0.25 um, of a kill, the indirect kill. So it means by the new standard, we would need to kill 40 losts in order to get complete kill just by indirect kills. So now we have to choose better, and also for direct kills you have to kill four lost in order to get the same of one common kill. Anyway, we had to flee, so we fled here. We finished our mission. Good. Now we will go to the other side and get the other special soldier, you know. But as you can see, if we started to delay on that region, we would be very likely dead, you know, because many many zombies, and the more time we started to spend there, more zombies would show up, you know. Okay, so that's also cinematic. Let's move on. Now he's talking, oh, that's the area where you are supposed to find the other contact, etc. Blah blah blah. Um, I am rushing with the history and so on because the purpose of this video is just to show the changes and so on, and like in order to test. Okay, I gave him, I guess, 9 points of life because, well, he is special. Dragonova is also special. But the regular soldiers of his faction are not that special. They are like, okay, have some good traits, but, you know, okay. These here are named the purifiers. Let me take it here. Let explode this one here. Okay, okay, okay. To cover and so on. What do we have here? Let's use the grapple here. I also changed the damage of this bullpup rifle there because the very idea of a bullpup is to have the compact size, but with the power of a assault rifle, you know. So the way the developers understood the bullpup is that it is actually a submachine gun, what it is not. So I made this change, and also I remember now I have to check the range to make the range of the bullpup the same of the assault rifle, because the concept of the bullpup is that it is feed with ammunition way more behind, way more on the rear, so the barrel can be the same length as an conventional assault rifle, but with a small size. That's the very idea on the concept of bullpup. See, that's why the Advent uses so much flamethrowers against these zombies, because they are very weak against fire. So if you try to um, overpower them using um, regular weapons, you won't be so efficient. So okay, now that explosion brought a lot of loss, and now it becomes to be scarier, because they are much more uh, tough than before, you know. Okay, and oh, now we are presented to the dashers, you know, so they walk much more than the regular zombies. Opa, here, reload. Okay, so we have to have a much more careful approach, you know, choose way better our people. Let's see if we can shoot with my pistol. Nothing. You see the armor is really important now. Okay, good. 74. Okay, good. It's dead. Good for us. Nothing. No joy. Nothing. Nothing here, nothing there. Let's see, what can we do? Wait. Let's try our best here. Okay, good. We killed. Promotion earned. Fuck. Let's reload. Good. Okay, now we have to hold the position in order to get a new area to evac to flee, you see? Now we start to feel much more tension when facing these zombies. Because before it was like, oh, okay, oh, zombies, so fucked up, terrible, terrible, but no one really cared about these zombies. It was more like for the sake of role play than anything more. Let's run. Okay, boy. User grapple. Shoot. Shoot. Ah, okay. I also changed the frequency um, with these points, ability points are given because it was like killing from an ambush, like a 20% of chances to getting the reward of one ability point. You know, now it is 66. The two out of three, you will get the reward. You know. Okay, so now we made it. We managed to to flee because that's what we are doing. We are not fighting our way. We are just fleeing. You know, because do you really think we could fight that swarm of zombies? No, of course not. You know. Okay, so another cinematic. They are chatting and so on. And are you let it run because you will see the shows and so on. And so here Bradford saying, "Oh no, let's join forces and so on." Me. Okay. And now we see the first chosen, the assassin. Okay. I he worked the chosen stats, you know. Now they are much more deadly. But of course they are manageable too. Not like put 1,000 hit points in order to say, oh, they're tough, but it will make it impossible to overpower them. But I changed it in order to make them really hard to overpower, but not impossible. So when we see a chosen in the battlefield now, we start to think, oh boy, I have to be way much more careful than before because it will require a lot from me. I gave to Dragonova a better detection radius and more walking meters, you know, when compared to the average XCOM soldier, because Reapers work like scouts, you know, snipers and so on. So I made them more stronger on this side, you know. But of course, they have other weakness, you know. Okay, so here's the chosen show up. Okay, she's brutal, attacks decrease, the will, okay, shadow step, groundling. She's easier to get hit from above, and she gets more damage from the Reapers. Okay, good. She's now, I'm so special, pee 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 paw paw paw, and so on. And these chosen, they really talk, you know, too much, a lot. They keep yapping all the time. Oh my God, I'm so special. Okay, as you can see, they have 2 points of armor, you know, Okay, let me. Here. Okay, good. Let explode the. Now she starts with 33 points of 33 hit points, you know. So in vanilla it was like I guess 15, 20, something like that. So now they start much more heavy, you know. We have um, to have better strategies in order to subdue them. It's not that simple anymore, you know, because on on the past, like one, two shots on the chosen, he would say, "Oh no, it is time to go, me." And now you saw the effort made to overpower him, you know, her, because the assassin is a girl. Anyway, also a lot of loss now will show up, and so this mission, this moment when we flee and so on, used to be like a really easy, you know, just kill here, there. But now it is much more complicated. Not impossible, of course, but much more complicated. It will require much more effort, you know. Here saying like next turn, more zombies will appear. Okay, so in the past, zombies were used to be just like this one here, 3 points, and that's it, you know. They didn't do much, you know. No one really cared about these zombies. They were not like a real uh, opposition, a real problem, you know. We could like just you know, okay, so maybe I should like reduce her walking her walking distance. Okay, let's put here. Let's see. Why not? Okay, they were discovered, no problem. Okay, let's try to. Okay, bad move for sure. Bad move for sure. Because I forgot that are these other zombies. Okay, killed. Wonderful. No. No, 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 no. Let's try to. I think no. I am sure we'll have to use the roof area to run from these zombies, you know. Okay, let's flee because that's what we have to do. We have to flee. And now we have a reason to flee. Because before, like, just, oh, okay, I feel zombie, I feel like a swarm, but everyone is so weak, so you could just, kill, kill, kill. So we basically use it to pretend we were scared of these zombies, just to say, oh my God, zombies. Ooh, so terrible. Okay, I messed with the shit. I messed with the point here, so I had to put him there, but see? hmm Let's fuck off from here because nothing much will be achieved on that roof anymore. Then the other Xcom soldier, where is he? Okay, good. He comes here. See, now we see um, a valid reason to flee to everything because they are stronger and they will outnumber us if we insist in trying to kill them. Of course, we can kill them. They are not impossible to kill, but the odds of us doing that using a common gear is not the best, you know. This point of armor um, really, re really made a problem, because without it, we would surely be able to give more damage, and so of course it wouldn't be like, oh my God, it changed everything, but it would help a bit for sure. 1 point more of damage helps, of course. No, let's go. Okay, they are swarming the area. Thing that used to not happen before, So when you see the cinematic and they are, oh my God, they are swarming here and so on, you just like, oh, okay, but that's not how it really happened because we managed to kill basically everyone. So, you know, like it's just we are just pretending to, oh my God, so terrible. The lost, beware the lost, you know, 1 point. That that armor point saved the day for that zombie, you know. Hmm. Okay, so as you can see, we managed to reduce a bit the number, you know, but we still under threat, you know. So it's not like, oh my God, it's time to kill, like if we were, you know, having a stroll at the park, you know, like we are really um, under pressure here. It's not like, oh, okay, let's pretend. No, it is. We really have um, a problem to deal with our soldiers here. You know. Hmm. Okay, time to go. See, now we finish the mission. Of course, I manage to overpower and so on, but the enemies doesn't change because of the difficulty. Maybe the number. I also have to check that. But the quality of the enemy doesn't change. Rookie or legend, the enemies are all tough. Um, maybe you some players might say, "Oh no, these zombies are nothing. Everything you showed there is not a big deal, nothing impressive." But for the vanilla experience, in my opinion, these enemies are now a bigger challenge, you know. And as you can see, the missions requires more attention, you know. The promotions are not uh, that easy anymore, and so we have to have better planning before entering battle, you know. Okay, so they captured our friend there. We got a new soldier. She have a really good stat now. I think she's randomized. I don't know. Oh, okay. She's when she comes to the Avenger to our place here, she is randomized as a common Reaper soldier. That's Now you can see the stats here, you know. It is different from the Dragonova we had on the mission, you know. Really good. He has mobility and dodge hack, sharpshooter. He improved it pretty well. Okay, 73, 9, we have 1, and so on. That's good. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, the sharpshooter. Okay, he can use the shotgun too. I will take it off. Sharpshooter. No shotgun. I will take off the shotgun and leave the assault rifle because these two are much more linked than with this one here, you know. Makes somehow more sense to have them together rather than the all the weapons. Ooh, this one here. This one here might be a good specialist or ranger as well. I think 63, 25, 0 dodge. Okay, specialist. Specialist. 6 to 8. This hack here is not that good, like a bit shit, you know, but better than nothing. He improved. Okay, okay. The battery went off, you know. So okay, that's it. I guess um I was able to show a good amount of the modification so far and have some insights. I guess that's it for instance. And I hope you like the work I have been doing all these days, you know. And that's it. See you soon. Bye bye.